Today's video is going to be super exciting. Just kidding. So before I tell you guys what this video is all about, which if you didn't read the description or the title, then what are you doing with your life? But I'm going to tell you guys that I am running on 3 hours of sleep. And so yeah, I look pretty put together right now probably, but little do you know, I'm fighting to sleep right now, so we're just gonna go along with the flow. You know, I only did my makeup because, you know, it's keeping me awake, so I don't really know. I know this is a different view for you guys, but here's the other part of my room. Usually you guys are like right here, but eventually you guys will just be able to see all of my room because I'm probably gonna record in multiple different places, so whatever. But today's video is going to be the do's and don'ts of a relationship. And I mean, not gonna say that I follow all of these, hang on, I need to plug this in, but I'm not gonna say that I follow all of these things I'm about to talk to you guys about, but I did research and I did things that I've learned and stuff, things that I wish my boyfriend would do. But so we're just gonna go along with flow, and I'm gonna share with you guys what I think we should, what I think the good things of a relationship are, and what to do, what not to do, and yada yada yada. And we're just gonna chit chat, and you're just gonna stick with me because I'm very tired. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into it. What is a relationship? Well, boyfriend, girlfriend, it's pretty simple, right? But the meanings of a relationship and what should happen in a relationship, I think, is a lot more difficult than people say it is, because I am gonna be a year in December, still a couple months away, and I wish I would have known some stuff before I got into this relationship. Not that it was my first one, but it's my longest one, so I think I wish I would have known some of these. So hopefully this helps you guys out. If you guys have any do's and don'ts, comment down below from things maybe that you've learned or something like that, or that you've noticed, because you know, maybe some people do read the comments and maybe they would like to see what you think and your opinion, because I for sure would like to see what you guys think. So you know, so the first one, I think this is very self-explanatory, because sometimes I think this goes more out to guys than it does girls, but sometimes guys like treat a girl a certain way in the beginning because they're like, oh well, I need to sugarcoat things and stuff, make things better, and I just think that, you know, let's see what somebody just messaged me. We're gonna take a quick break in this. Oh, look at that makeup today. I guess you guys don't see it that well, but look at me. Oh, thanks for the subscribe at Landon Hart. Thanks for the he just sent me a subscribe. I will do your TBH in a second. But anyways, let's go back to this. So what I was saying was, is some guys act like they need to treat a girl a certain way in order for the girl to like, and they need to be cheesy and they need to be like all sweet and stuff. But I think the most thing is that you do not want to make it seem like you're gonna change throughout the relationship. So always treat your boyfriend or your girlfriend the same and with the same amount of respect as you do in the beginning. So always stick to treating them the same way throughout the whole relationship. Don't just change just because you're like, oh well, I have her now so I don't have to. Or it goes out to girls too. Don't be like, oh well, he's my boyfriend now, he's mine, I don't have to, like, yada yada yada. And that goes out to my second one, is make sure you respect each other with the most respect that you could ever give, because the more respect you give, the more trust you're going to return, which is number 3, is make sure you trust the person. So it's they kind of go both ways. In order to gain trust and is to be honest, and then also respect, because I know that if I get disrespected, then like I'm not going to want to trust that person because I don't know how it's going to be throughout the rest of it, you know. So always respect and always be honest to gain the trust. That is for sure a very important thing. And then something else that's very important is that you want to learn to compromise. So for example, if your girlfriend says she wants a dog, you're probably gonna end up getting a dog. No, I'm just kidding, that's not compromising. But you know, if you're not a dog person, then are you a cat person? Because it's crazy. Like, dogs rule. If you love dogs, comment down below, because I do. You know, we might be soulmates. Just kidding, just kidding. But make sure you learn to compromise, because if you cannot compromise with the person you are with, then there's never gonna be an even ground between you two, and there's always gonna be arguments about what happens and what we should do, and one person's always gonna want one thing and the other person's always gonna want another, and it's never gonna work out. Never. So learn to compromise. Another one, do give space to your girlfriend or boyfriend, because having space between you guys is the best way to keep your relationship going. Because if you're always with somebody, that no matter if you say you love them or not, like, everyone has a bubble, everyone needs their own space. And so even when you're living with the person, like, you're gonna need to give them space no matter what, because everyone needs their own time to themselves. We're humans, we all need it. And also, if you are with someone like me who likes to talk about things and stuff, but the person who doesn't likes to have space to kind of let go of anger, like my boyfriend is like that, then give that person the space and then talk things through. Or for all you know, you could just end up letting things go, because I know from experience that there's a lot of stupid things that you can argue about, and it does not end well. So okay, so number 6, I am very guilty of, and I'm trying to learn. But you don't want to rely on the person you're with for happiness. You want to be able to be happy on your own. People always say that if you can't be happy with yourself, you shouldn't be in a relationship, because you need to learn to be happy with yourself before you can be in a relationship. So, I mean, I'm learning. I think some people have attachment issues, and I'm not gonna lie, like, I do for sure. And so when you get comfortable with someone and so attached to someone, it's easy to rely on them for happiness. But honestly, you just need to, like, get used to being happy on your own, and like, so that way when you have times that you're alone and the person that you're with is not nearby, because everyone does have their own life, then you need to learn to be able to be comfortable being on your own. So definitely do not rely on the person you are with for happiness. That is very important in a relationship. Another thing is support them when they have goals. Support is very much needed with somebody, because like my boyfriend is being awesome at supporting me with this whole channel, and I mean, so are you guys, but my boyfriend was the one who like convinced me to kind of do it, and like said he would support me to do it, which gave me like reassurance, even though he's not someone who likes to reassure people. Like, it made me feel like, oh, I can reach this goal, and here I am. And even though people are like, wow, you don't have that many people, I'm like, I don't care. I like it. This is like, I said a couple of videos ago that this is more of like a confidence thing, and that I like to talk. So, and the people who watch this and the people who are boosting my self-confidence and who love my videos, which, I mean, shout out to many of you guys who give me compliments. I mean, it means a lot to me. But, like, my boyfriend definitely, like, supports me and my goal in this whole channel. So always support your whatever goal it is, however major or minor it is, always support the other person you're with, because the more support you give, the more, that's also a good way to build trust and build a bond between you two. But along with that comes, don't put the other person you're with down, because, and it may be unintentional, but don't ever put the other person down, because you also want to help them feel like secure. And if you're downgrading the person you're with and putting them down all the time, they're not going to feel secure when they're with you. So always be kind, and if you have something that you want to say that's opinionated, either make it sound like it's an opinion that you want to share because you care about the person and not to put them down, or just keep it inside. If you keep it inside of you, not all words need to be spoken and come out of your mouth. Sometimes they can stay in your head and you can act like you said it, but I mean, because sometimes your opinion is not needed depending on what it is. So and then with the whole trust thing comes, don't be sneaky, because if you're sneaky, you're not gonna have trust. and they're gonna think you're cheating, they're gonna think you're lying, and it's just, don't even act sneaky, just be honest. And if something's going on, just say it, because I would much rather know something happened than not to, and feel like my boyfriend is like sneaking behind my back, you know, because you're not gonna build trust by being sneaky. Like I said, that's very important. And I think that's very important, is to communicate. Because in my lifetime, like with learning like about my parents, that if communicating is not key, then I don't know what else is. Because in order to share things, you need to communicate. In order to compromise, you need to communicate. In order to build trust and be honest, you need to communicate. Everything is about communication. Like, that is probably the biggest thing in a relationship, is communication. So if you cannot communicate, you need to talk things out, which is funny, ironic, right? But you need to talk to the other person and be like, hey, we need to communicate better. What are ways that we can communicate, and yada yada yada. And definitely show that you love and care for somebody, and build them up. And also, if you talk things out, whether it's that night or it's the next day when something happens or you get an argument, learn to, after that, forgive and forget, and show that you love and care for the person. Because at the end of the day, love and care is what builds the relationship. Now, I'm not saying that if you are dating for 2 weeks to say I love you. It means to show that you care about the person, that you it's like being best friends but more. Because if you're really, really good friends, then you know that you care about the person, you know that you have love feelings that don't have to be in a relationship. And then from there, it's just building that trust, building that love relationship, building the relationship. And make sure you let the person know that I care about you, you know, whether it's through your words or it's through physical actions. Because everyone has different love languages, so you never know what it's like. But this was kind of a very short video-ish. I just wanted to let you guys know my advice and what I have learned throughout a couple of years, and from my parents, and with the relationship I'm in now and stuff. If you have any other things that you'd like to add to this video or whatever, comment down below. And don't forget to, before you leave, to hit that subscribe button and post notifications bell, and like this video if you enjoyed it, if you like me, if you're in a relationship, yada yada yada. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.